Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you for coming. I'm very happy to have you all here. In the previous hangout, we have discussed some moral dilemmas, and it was very interesting. So today we will carry on. I brought up some new situations, and also we will make up some more. Okay? I hope that you enjoy. Let me say hello to Rafael. Hi, Rafael.
Hi, Anna.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks for asking. You?
I'm fine. I'm very happy that you came.
Thank
If
you.
you could increase your volume just a little bit, it would be wonderful
Okay,
because your sound is a bit low.
okay.
Thank you. Last thing, could you test your microphone?
Hi Anna, hi everyone.
Hi. Okay, yeah, it's working. I'm very
Nice
happy.
to meet you.
Okay. Now, I'm glad that you came. I like when I have a lot of people to discuss. Thank you. Okay, Asma, could you please read the slides for us?
Okay. Can you zoom it a little bit, Anna? Please
Can you see the slide?
zoom it.
Would you like to make that I make it bigger?
Bigger, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, is it better now?
Okay. Moral dilemmas. Moral reasoning is the thinking process used to determine if something is right or wrong. One of the reasons that not I can't see.
Can't you see?
No, it's okay now. One of the reasons that not everyone can agree on what is fair is because we come to different conclusions about what is right or wrong, what or who is equal, and what would be considered equitable versus enabling or entertainment.
Equitable versus enabling or entitlement. Thank you, Asma. Okay, let's move on. Hello, Dedrum. How are you? Can you hear me? Dedrum? Dedrum? I can't hear you. Okay, Edu, could you please read it for us now?
Yes, moral dilemmas. Being able to have the skill of self-reflection and knowing where your own moral code comes from, when your own moral code comes from, is important in explaining to others why you think the way you do.
Thank you. Okay. Please, Gabriel, could you read for us?
Moral dilemmas. Moral dilemma is a situation in which you have to choose what is right in the situation. Sometimes that can be very straightforward for most people. An example would be that most people would not consider robbing a bank. They would see that as wrong. However, what if we added some pressure to the situation?
Edit. Uh-huh.
Added.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now let's have a discussion. Please, Latin, could you read for us? Latin,
Yes, Anna. Sorry.
your first situation.
You witness. I read.
Yes, please.
You witness a bank robbery. Then you see that the couple that can you share the screen with me, please? Yes.
Okay, 1 second.
You witness a bank robbery. Then you see that the couple that robbed at the bank donated every dollar they stole to an orphanage that was in desperate need of help in order to care off for the children. Would you call the police and report the robbery? This means the money will taken away from the orphanage and put back into the bank. Remember that the money is not the bank's, but it is the money of the hundreds of people who keep their money at the bank. B. You do not nothing. The robbers have done a good deed. The orphans need the money more than the people who need the money and put it in the bank. People like your parents or your friends' parents. What would you do? Why or why not?
Yeah, then what would you do? Nothing. Would you report the police or no? Would you tell the police that you saw the robbery?
In my opinion, I have to call the police because it's illegal to do this act.
Simple.
Because the money is for people that put their money in the bank, and
I see. What about you, Rafael? What would you do? Would you tell the police or no?
Definitely not. I would not tell the police because banks steal from us all the time, and they have insurance. So, and if they have potential to orphanage, although being considered a result of a robbery, I don't think it would be. At least for me, from my point of view, I would not call the police. I'll let them keep the money and give it to the bank.
Yes, I would do the same. I wouldn't call the police because the robber reminds me Robin Hood somehow, and I think the bank would figure out a way to pay people. I don't know. Hello, Adela. Can you hear me?
Yes, hello, Anna.
Hi, thank you very much for coming. Our first situation is written.
I'm back.
Okay, thank you. Who spoke? The drum?
The drum. Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't answer before because my microphone is having some trouble. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I'm so happy that it is working now. I will come back to you soon, okay? Adela.
Right. Cool.
Okay, I will ask you the drum. Adela, our first situation is just one that is written on this page. You saw a bank robbery, but then it's down on you that the money is to help an orphanage. What would you do? Would you tell the police what you saw or no? And why? Adela.
I think it's not. I don't know. It's a special situation because it's for a good a good way, no?
A good cause.
Yes, but it's a robbery. It's a illegal action. I don't know. I don't know, but I think I need to go to the police or to. I think so. But it's very difficult because it's a good cause. I don't know.
Yes,
Sorry.
coach.
It's a dilemma. It's a hard dilemma.
Yes, it is. You know, the intention is to be difficult to to imagine ourselves between a rock and a hard place. You know, it's not easy at all because the person who robbed the bank might be condemned to might be arrested and then the children would need the money, but it is difficult. It is a moral dilemma.
I
Indeed.
think there are other ways to have money for the orphanage. Maybe to collect or I don't know or TV or media,
Yes,
but
like
a robbery is a bad action for a good cause.
hmm okay. Yes, the person would run a campaign or something like that. What about you, Asma? What would you do in this situation?
Uh, well, it's a difficult situation to choose between those two situations. But I think I will report the police because I know that it will take means what happened will have many consequences because they will highlight that they will highlight the importance to help orphanage, because this act, so a bank robbery who uh, robbed the bank just to donate those money to the orphanage. So the act itself can advertise or can urge people to rethink again about helping orphanage. But I will report the police, to be
Mm,
honest.
well, I don't know. I'm not sure if I would because I would feel guilty if I saw the man being arrested. You know, the couple being arrested. They were trying to do something good. You know, it is wrong anyway. I don't know. The Drew, what would you do?
Uh, well, in my case, I will not do anything because, for example, the bank they had planned this kind of situation, and they had like insurance. For
Mm-hmm.
example, is somebody steal the bank, they have enough money to replace the money lost, and the children don't have money, to pay a different treatment to overcome a disease, and and I understand that the people, because in this world nowadays it's a little bit, um, right now it's not fair because the banks belongs to the rich people, and in my case I wouldn't do anything.
Yes, there is a huge social gap between poor and rich people, and the politicians are always stealing our money. So it's a very difficult situation. What do you think, Edu? What's your opinion?
Oh, another interesting dilemma. I think I'll also do. I wouldn't do nothing. Because as someone said, my memory is failing, but as someone said, uh, it is the robbers are acting somewhat like Robin Hood, and much probably the money wouldn't be used on a thing that would help other people, and yeah, helping the society on a way or another, but they're helping the most necessitated ones. It is somewhat wrong, but they did something right. So
Hmm.
they did the right thing in the wrong way.
Yes.
So yeah, that's my opinion. I don't have a lot to say about this one in particular.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you very much. What's your opinion, Gabriel?
In my opinion, I would choose the letter A. I would call the police because I believe that the end does not justify the means. You can help children with doing good things, and the orphanage will not have proud of this money being robbed for the good of the children. I believe that if the money doesn't come in a good way, in a right way, it's a money that can be used for the right or for the wrong. It's my whole opinion.
I understand. Would you like to say something, Lassie? You typed on the chat box. Lassie?
Sorry, Anna. Yeah, my mic was muted. Can you repeat, please, your question, Anna?
Would you like to tell us what you wrote in the chat on the chat box? In the chat box.
To help children, there are many associations that are helpful in this sense. I think the
Yes.
This illegal tank that Robert a bank is a bad tank to do.
Yes.
Because if we agree with those tank, we are in the forest. We are not human.
Do you think that
in my opinion, I am against about every tank that is illegal.
Well, I understand your point of view, but sometimes the situations are not black and white, and it's very difficult to determine, just because it is against the law or it's according to the law. Even in the United States, it's different according the region, In some places, the death penalty is okay. In other places, it's not okay. So, okay, let's move on.
There's also the matter that if you witness a crime and they realize that you could do something and you just didn't do anything, you can also be convicted of being accomplice of the crime. So it also that must be considered when you have a situation like this and have to take a decision.
I see. So do you think you would become an accomplice if you don't say anything?
Yes, because they will perform an investigation afterwards, and then they realize you don't do anything. You had the opportunity to do something, and you just avoid doing something. So it could be harmful for you and for the system, I think.
Yes. On the other hand, if you witness a crime and you give your testimonial, if you say something, maybe I don't know, the chiefs would blackmail you, or I don't know. It's dangerous to be a witness, don't you think so?
Yes, it is.
Would you take the risk anyway?
It depends, Anna. It's very complicated. We need to evaluate the situation. We need to evaluate the scenario, and there's a lot of circumstances involved. So it's hard to give a decision.
Okay, thank you. So let's take a look at the other dilemma. Asma, could you read for us?
Okay. You develop photos at a photo store. Over the past 2 months, you have developed pictures 3 different times of a family, a mom, dad, and daughter, with about 8 or 9 years old. One time the daughter had a black eye, the next time she had a large burn on her forearm, the next time she was in a sling and there were lighter bruises on her hands and neck. At first you didn't think anything about it. After all, kids pick fights or fall downstairs. But now you are concerned that the parents might be abusing the daughter.
Thank you, Asma. Let's move on. Okay, Dedrum, could you read for us?
I'm sorry?
Could you read the slides for us?
This slide, let me check it out. Okay, yes. I have to read this. I am the cellular on my cell phone. Let me check it out.
I can ask someone else if you would like to.
Yeah, please.
Okay, Edu, could you please read for us? Edu?
I got the picture if you want.
Edu?
Yes?
Could you read for us?
Oh, sorry, I was without my headphones. Your store has a policy to report questionable photos. If you do report them, it's possible that the police will protect the girl by putting her into a foster care right away, tearing the family apart. You do not know if the parents are guilty or not. If they are innocent, the parents would still face expense and shame of criminal charges, going to court, and fighting to keep their daughter. On the other hand, if you do not report it, and they are abusing the girl, you are keeping her at a dangerous situation. You could try to talk to the parents, but how would you know? How would you know if they are lying? Is there a way to report them without getting the parents into so much trouble right away? Does it even matter? After all, a policy is a policy, and you are just following directions. What do you do? How do you decide? What options can you think to try? What factors do you need to consider?
Yes. Would you like to answer?
Oh, yeah. Okay. First off, I would try to talk to the daughter first, in presence of someone that has in presence of authority like an officer or someone that more or less represents the law. But if she don't be able to respond, I would follow my directions to I would follow what am I supposed to do, and then just report them. Because even if they're not abusing her, they would still be able to prove it. Because there's no way, no law that can charge someone without actual evidence that they're abusing of the child. So I would report them, but not first without having some help to gather as much information as I can before reporting. And if I do report, I still have a little bit of a background for them, because it is a fact that no one can have some sort of a fee to pay if there's not enough evidence. So they're still going through a investigation in any ways as possible. So I would report them.
Okay. What if you reported and then you found out that they are innocent? And how would you feel?
I can always, I'll feel a little bit weird, of course, but I can always go back, because if you think of it like this way, I'm the guy who reported them, but if they say, if I go back and say no, they didn't do it, I believe in them that they didn't do it, my word is gonna value a lot, because because I will be the guy that reported them, but then got enough trust to remove all the accusations. I have legally I have the option to remove all the accusations that I give to the family. So I'm more or less cheating my way through it, but that's right. I can remove my accusations, and now if I do so, much probably I am going to be charged for telling a lie or misconception.
Perjury.
Sorry?
It's called perjury. I don't know how to pronounce it well. I'm going to type. When you
Type here. Could you type, please?
Yes, I typed, but I don't.
Okay.
I'm not sure about the pronunciation.
Perjury.
Yes, I think so. Gabriel, what would you do? Thank you, Edu.
Okay.
Well, it's a difficult situation, but in my opinion, there are some repeatable facts that I would see the same door having some injuries at my store. I would be very uncomfortable if I don't do anything. So I would ask for their parents in a very friendly way. I will try to, if she was very naughty. I'm sorry, very naughty, and then she hurts herself a lot, or it was an accident. But I will try to get some information just before reporting, because we live in a weird world. Every time we see some cases that people are in, they don't seem to be bad, but they really do bad things with children. So I will think about my daughter. I have a daughter, and I really would think twice to report it before anything. That's it.
Thank you. Yeah, hi, Alon.
Hi. What's up?
I'm fine. Thank you for coming.
May I ask?
It's okay, Lassie.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
You may.
May I ask, what are we talking about here? Sorry.
We are discussing some moral dilemmas. If you were the owner of a photo store and you had seen a girl with some bruises and stuff like that, some wounds, would you tell the police or no? What would you do?
In Scotland,
don't know if the parents are guilty or no.
In Scotland, we tend not to tell the police.
Would you
because
tell
you're
or
a
no?
grass. It's a hard one.
Yes.
Can I'll just pass for now. I don't know. It's a bit too hard. Yes, probably. Maybe. I'll just go for yes for now.
Thank you for your opinion. Okay. What about you, Rafael?
From my point of view, this is easier than the last one. I think that we don't have, actually, because we don't have to call the police, we can call the tutelary council or maybe some social assistant who can perform a more thorough investigation on the family's background, and they can give the diagnosis, a more accurate diagnosis of the family's background, and discover whether or not this girl is being violated and being harmed by their parents. So I think that we don't have to take the responsibility. We can just give the first step, telling for someone to perform an investigation, and and see what it happens. I think.
Uh-huh. Thank you. And you, Adela, what would you do in this situation? Would you report the parents or what would you do?
Maybe I call to the police because in the past in Spain, for example, anyone take care about the fighting, no, the couples fighting, and people sue for another side, no, it's not my problem, it's a love fighting, no. But nowadays, every day, a woman is killed, no, for her couple, and it's a very important problem in Spain. The violence on the against the woman, no, inside the marriage or at home with the couple, etc. They are an idea to call the police after they, if it's not a problem, it's not problem, but you can prevent a big problem. Maybe it's better to call the police. I think so.
I see. Yes, here in Brazil we have the same problem as you have in Spain, and we have a special uh, police station just for women. You know,
Yes, a number, a phone number special is not can have in the bill. Don't can see this phone number. Is well because you can phone. It's not possible to follow the number.
yes. Here we have the same thing. We have a special number. People don't have to identify. You know, they can report people anonymously. And well, what would you do, Asma?
Well, I think that I have to gather some information. I have to be very attentive. I don't like to make the whole family, the entire family in a trouble. So I will pay attention. Maybe I have, if I am very interested and I want to solve this problem. Maybe I have to check with her friends because she seems that she is in school. So maybe I will talk to the principal. I will try to gather some information, some precise information to be sure about my report and to not make the family in trouble and also the daughter.
Yes.
That's all.
Thank you. Hello, Yuri.
Hello.
How are you? What's up?
I'm good, thank you. How about you?
I'm great. I'm very happy that you came. Well, our situation now is about a guy who is the owner of a store, and then the guy saw some pictures. A girl with bruises, you know, a black eye and some wounds, but the guy is not sure if the girl is being abused or not. What would you do if you were the owner of the store? Would you tell the police? Would you report the parents? Would you call the children department? What would you do, Yuri?
Sorry, the girl is on a.
You saw pictures. You know, you suspect that the girl might be abused, but you are not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, I would try to find the parents and approach them saying, well, it looks like something, if it looked like something, like an abuse, but I'm not sure. I don't know where these photos came from. So try to help them investigate the situation. Just point the photos in the direction and say, hey, if you want to, investigate this, I found these photos. I don't know what they mean. I would, yeah, I would definitely report to the parents, but not as something have happened, as if something has happened, but it looks like, but I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Makes
I
sense.
see. Yes, it does. Thank you very much. Okay, let's move on. Okay, guys. I have some more situations in my mind now. Okay, Rafael. Let's say if you had a friend and your friend um, just got married, okay, and she's pregnant. She's very happy, very happy. She loves her husband, but then her husband, who is also your friend, is cheating on her, and you saw. But the guy had promised you that he would never do that again. Would you tell her? Yes or no, and why?
It depends. I don't know. Maybe if he steals my friend, I would believe in him. If he says he will never do it again, so at least I give you the benefit of the doubt, and with the fact that at least giving him an opportunity to do what is right and not cheating her again. So because marriages are difficult, and of course I would not support cheating women and as well as husbands, and because the reliance is one of the bases of the marriage. So and when the couple lost the reliance on each other, it's kind of, I don't think there's enough room for getting married to keep married. So, but I think everyone makes mistakes, and if he assures that we'll never do it again, I would not tell her. At least I would avoid telling her at first sight, I think.
I see. Would you cover for him? Hmm. But don't you think she has the right to know what's going on?
As I said, if he keeps doing this, I don't think it would be difficult to keep things under cover, because sooner or later everyone will find out what is happening. It's almost impossible to keep because we have nowadays have lots of ways to discover information. We have social networks and everything. So, but I would give him at least one more opportunity to do what is right and to save her marriage, his or her marriage.
Okay. Would you give him a chance?
Exactly.
All right. Mm-hmm. And you, Adela, what would you do? Would you tell her or no? And why? Adela, can you hear me?
Sorry, I don't hear the situation. What
Okay.
is?
You have a friend and she just got married. Okay? She's pregnant. She's very happy. You are the couple is your friend, both of them, the man and the woman. but the guy is cheating on her, and you saw he was making out with someone else, um, and then he promised to you, I will never do that again. So would you believe him? Would you tell her? What would you do in this situation?
I think it's a situation maybe can be a situation, a punctual situation, not to repeat, but maybe can be a, a normal a normal behavior. I think my idea would be to talk with my friend, both with both, and clarify the situation. I think so.
Would you spill the beans then? Would you tell her?
Sorry?
Would you spill the beans? Would you tell her?
No spill the beans, but talk with them in private.
But what would you say?
About clarify the situation.
How would you tell them without tell? How would you tell them without telling the truth? How would you?
I think I've tried. The men talk or talk with my my friend, with the woman, no, to about the situation. If they don't love, it's only the marriage for pregnant. It's better not follow, no, to this relation. I think I try they clarify her relationship in order to clarify before the marriage, before the to have a compromise. I think.
They are already married. She's pregnant. Maybe the guy just made a mistake, and then they would break up their relationship.
Maybe it's better because if the couple after the marriage continue with problems, it's not good for the baby. I think.
I see. Thank you. What do you think, Yasmin?
Well, I think that I should talk to her boyfriend or husband, or means because I have a relation with him and I know him well, and also I have to be very serious with him, and especially at least to get promise to be serious with my friend, because she is my best friend, and I don't like to see her cheated by also by my friend. So it's very difficult situation, But I think if I know that he will cheat her again, or he will not break up with the other girl, I will for sure I will tell her because she's pregnant, and I have to be fair, and I have to be honest. I have to talk to her frankly. Yeah.
What do you think, Gabriel? We have some.
Yeah, as I wrote in the chat, I just learned the expression that we used to talk here in Brazil. No one should poke their nose into a husband and wife fight. I think if you are a friend of both of them, they will break up, but they will make up because of the pregnant and the situation, the son that will come, the baby that will come, and then they will break up with you, and they will make up and you will love forever, and so you will lost your
friendship.
Yeah, both of them, you lost both of them forever.
Yes.
So it's a weird situation when you see with your friends cheating each other. You just, in my opinion, you just let the things go on, and the fate will you treat as well the situation.
I see. What do you think, Edu?
It's turning on the microphone. I don't know. This is a very delicate question. I think I would tell the woman, but tell her to have patience because it is somehow a tendency for, even if someone is engaged or something, it's a tendency for other people to look forward to other people, but still, cheating is a thing that you shouldn't do. I would tell them, and if they break apart, they can still reconciliate. But yeah, it is very delicate. A very delicate question. Dang it.
Yes, it's complicated. Well, they would end up breaking up their relationship with you.
Yeah.
And you, Yuri, what would you do?
It depends. I think it will depend on the person, the couple, and also a couple of things like, are they hurting anyone with that situation? Is anyone being hurt? Is the woman being hurt? She doesn't even know and she's happy. And also something I've learned since I was young, that once I was trying to separate a fight between two kids, and I was a kid as well, and the girl was mad at me because I was interfering, and she was kind of being the guy was being rude with her, and I tried to interfere, and she got mad at me, and I said, what the hell? And it's trying to help me. So sometimes you don't know. The person may be used to that, and she doesn't change. Maybe you say to the person, hey, he's cheating on you, and the girl will say, you get mad at you, and after a few weeks they're back again. So we never know what people want. So people are very different, and so if they are hurting anyone with that situation, really, I would try to work on that, like in society, because, well, if you want to do something, do it on you, not on other people. And something extra I would say is, if it's cheating, you're using the term cheating, it means they have an agreement. They agreed on not doing that. But some people don't have that kind of agreement. So some people actually enjoy making up with other people, They enjoy external relationships. Yeah, so they don't see a relationship as two people only. And so if the guy is making up with someone else, it means he wants that. And if the girl doesn't want that, it's just two different things. No one is wrong. One is from my point of view, and one is doing, is breaking the agreement, but maybe they are just incompatible. They believe in two different things. One guy believes in, being, let's say, open to many relationships at the same time, and maybe the girl is not. Now, so finally, I would say if they're happy, the girl doesn't even know. I don't bother about it. I don't. I would not do anything. I would, let them find their way.
Yes, but she's your friend, and maybe it would down on her afterwards, and then she would ask you, "Oh, why didn't you tell me if you knew?"
Yeah, yeah. If she doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Good question. If she doesn't, she's my friend, and she doesn't know, and she's happy. be- Uh, what's the final result? I mean, if I tell her and she gets pissed off and breaks the relationship and don't have a father, and for the rest of the life the kid doesn't have a father for the rest of the life, and so maybe that's a negative. What if I don't tell her and the guy continues doing that for the rest of his life? No one knows, no one discovers ever, and they have a happy life. So what's the final
Yes.
result? If so
Hmm.
you can't predict the future. So I think I will just let them find their way. I don't know.
Yes. No one knows what the future holds, and yes, I agree. Well, does anyone have a situation to ask someone, or should I make up another?
Just to add, I don't have any, but just to add for this one, that of the couple, they had a very good reason to get engaged in first place. So a a case of cheating wouldn't be a major thing. Okay, it was discovered, they broke up, but then they can reconciliate and even build a even more stronger relationship.
Would you
That would
forgive
be
your wife
well.
if you had a wife and you realized she was cheating
Yes,
on you?
yes, I would, because confidence is the base of any relationship. So you can't trust. You can't have a relationship with anyone if you don't trust. Uh, at least a relationship that is not based around the pure interest. So if it's some sort of love relationship, you need to be prepared for anything that is up to come. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. The, as my mother used to say, as my mother used to say, you need to be prepared, always prepare to the worst, because the worst has more chances to happen. So be prepared to forgive, and be prepared to be forgiven. Yes,
Hmm.
that's it.
Thank you. Okay, does anyone have an idea or a situation? Mm, no? Okay, I will make up another one. All right. What if you had a disease that is contagious? You are working the health field, but you wear protective clothes. You wear gloves, goggles, mask, head net. You wear protection. Okay. If you tell your supervisor, let's say you are working a hospital. If you tell your supervisor, you might be fired. Would you tell or would you hide it, Adela? No, asthma. Adela, Adela dropped. Asthma?
Well, it's a very difficult question. and choice to decide, because I don't like to be fired, because I know that people fear to contagious disease. So I think that maybe I will not tell my supervisor. I will continue, because maybe I have a family, so I'm concerned. So I have to work on healing, much more telling people that I have this contagious disease. That's it.
And you, Edu, would you tell? Would you sue them in case if you got fired, or would you hide from them to keep your job?
I would tell and get fired, and then look for some other place where I could work that I didn't need to hide my disease. Because working hiding for hiding something that you have is not very good, not only for you, but even if you're working in somewhere that people do know that you have some sort of disease, you can use uh, the safety equipment and be safe and help other people not to get the infectious disease.
Yes.
And maybe even if you tell you can have a treatment, maybe. So it's variable. It varies a lot. But I would tell my opinion.
And you, Gabriel, would you tell? I don't know any kind of contagious, as I don't know. Let's say AIDS. I don't know.
Okay, let me see an example of a wide world contagious disease like AIDS,
Yes.
or like it's a disease that doesn't kill anyone in a short period. They take a long life with this disease. Like,
Let's say you can transmit it through bodily fluids, but you wear protection. You wear gloves. You wear those things.
yeah.
And you work in a hospital.
Yeah.
Not through air. Not through air.
Not through air. Not
Just
through air.
bodily fluids.
Yeah, with fluids, with contact and some.
Like AIDS or.
Yeah, like blood and any kind of secretion. I don't know how I say it, but if you are a health professional, you might have some consciousness with your patients. You make a promise when you leave the college and when you leave the university. You make a promise that you take care of the illness people. So if you have some disease that could harm anyone in the hospital, you are a health professional like a doctor or like a nurse. I think you should tell them that you have a disease. Unfortunately, you'll be fired, but they want, if the disease is very, very serious, they can't fire you without you putting him in a process, putting him in the justice, because it will be a prejudice. So
yes.
It's better for you to tell them the truth. You have a serious disease that avoids you to take care of the patients. It's a better decision. I see.
And then you would sue the hospital. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. And what would you do, Yuri? You wear protective clothes, you know. You take
Yeah,
care of the patients. You need your salary.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's funny because in this society, that's even a question, because people, they don't, if they get fired, I mean, they would get fired and don't would not have money to the resources to sustain their family. So it's an option. People may think about it. So even if it causes a problem to other people, it may cause people think about it. But if just for the sake of imagination, let's think if the society gave us everything for free, it'll be an easy question. You could just work in a different area or maybe not work at all, just stay at home. But because people had to work, otherwise they die by starvation, they need to ask that question, um, maybe consider doing something harmful to some people just to keep their job. So it's funny to me, but considering that, I think AIDS is not going to get you fired today because in that situation, because people, there's a lot of attention on it and people try to say, hey, no, it's not that contagious. It's special cases where you get the disease, you have to get in contact with the fluid from the infected person and stuff like that. So it's very controlled. If you take the measures, I think you will not get fired because the pressure is high today in society. So, but anyways, I would try to. Well, if protecting is an option, why not? If it's even protecting poses a risk to other people, then I would back up and not do that. But I would definitely tell the hospital. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Uh, well, does anyone have a situation now or no? Nope. Okay, I will think of one more. Asthma. Let's say you are pregnant and you got Zika virus. Would you get an abortion or no?
Mm, I think yes. Yeah. I don't like my child to pay um, the invoice because I means when you know that you have Zika virus and you know that you will harm your child. So I think that you are aware of harming him. So you have the option. Um, so you have the option to abort and to not give birth because you want the best for him and you want him to grow as many other children. So I think it's unfair to keep the child, even though maybe it's your first baby and you are waiting for him for long years. But I think that it's very important to think rationally, to not be very emotional.
Well, some people would say it's assassination because the fetus is already alive and I don't know.
I will not care. Means even though the religion sometimes the religion also means you must not approach because it's like you kill someone. But I don't know. I feel I can't see my child with a disease, and he will not grow. For example, she or he will not grow as other children. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Even if it was illegal in our country.
Even though I will do it in another country.
I see.
Mm.
Would you like to ask something to someone? Would you like to
No,
make up a situation? No?
no, but they can't be pregnant, so you cannot share with them the
But
same
you can
idea.
ask about their girlfriends.
I don't know,
Most
maybe
about our wives, my wife or their girlfriends.
What
We
should
can.
you do, Gabriel?
I have a sister, a twin sister that is pregnant right now, and I'm really afraid of Zika virus here in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a strange situation. I really get emotional in that because we always want to the better for our child, but
Yes.
if my daughter have uh, have have been birthed with some kind of handicap or can I say, how can I say,
Disability.
disabilities? Yeah, thank you. I think I would love as well, but it's very difficult for a woman. I'm a man. I believe that women are more emotional. They carry on the baby. It's different for a father and for a mother. I understand Asma point because women mothers always want the better for their kids, and I agree with her because uh, it's a difficult situation to deal with it. It's a health problems. We are in a epidemic of Zika virus caused by bad social and bad health services here in Brazil. We don't have public politics for health and for social care. So these children will suffer a lot, and the whole family will suffer a lot. It will be very difficult for the family to deal with it, with a situation that is caused by a scenario that is here in Brazil nowadays.
Yes, it's not easy. It's very complicated.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do. Maybe I would go for an abortion. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's complicated. Okay, I have one more. Yuri, let's say you were strapped for cash. You have no money, and then you found a package full of money, with a lot of money on the streets. Would you keep the money, or would you go to the police station?
I don't know. Depends on how much there was, I think.
A lot. A
What?
package, a lot. A
Uh,
suitcase full of money.
but
Would you keep the money?
like 10,000 real or something? What?
Yes, or more, even more.
Okay. Well, I don't know because depends on if there's an address attached to the suitcase, or if there's
There is no address.
no indication of any kind.
No.
Identification, I mean. So, well, I have nothing to do. I could probably, yeah, I would. Uh, the only way I would give it to the police was with the condition of publicizing, because making it public, or I would just do it myself. I say, hey, I found 10,000 real or 100,000 real, whatever, and in place X, if you've lost it, if you know anyone that may have lost it there, try to contact me, and I would try to analyze and find the validity of that. Because if you go to the police and you give it to them just like that, they may keep for them, and that would not be good for me as well. I don't think that would be good or fair, let's say. So I would publicize it and say, hey, I found this amount of money, whatever, whoever you are. If there was a way of identifying where that came from, like a way of checking the serial number of the money, I would try to find that and maybe see where that came from. But if there's no way, no website, no platform to do that, I would, potentially keep it because, well, I don't know if there's any rule against it. Is there any laws against it? Why not?
Maybe.
Because, yeah.
Maybe. What if the notes are being tracked somehow because it came from a robbery? You have no way to know.
Yeah, that's a potential risk. So, well, I think the first thing I would do is, it depends on the amount because I would try to publicize that first thing, and if no one came about, I would maybe keep it because giving to the police would not do anything special unless they have a way to track that. But
yes,
but if there's no rules against it, I wouldn't see a problem. If there is, I'm not aware of. I would like to know if there's any rule against keeping money you found because whatever you find anywhere, you can keep it. Why not? Because
I'm not sure. If it comes from a robbery, they might accuse you.
Yeah, but you don't know it came from a robbery, because I don't see if there's any rule. I would like to know really if there is any, but maybe I would do some research first and see if there's a rule because if you think about it, the Americans, the U.S., they took the land from the natives there. They did not. It was not free. It was not there and say, hey, some free land. No one is here. They killed a lot of natives, and now they go there and say, okay, you can't take anything from the land. You have to, have to get permission first from us. So so what's the point? Because if they took the land and now they are saying you have to pay, to them. So same thing for Brazil as well. Not only take the U.S. The Portuguese people came here and wiped out the land from the natives and are still doing. The process is still currently doing. The indigenous people is suffering from that, and so they take the land and they put a sign saying, hey, okay, now you don't take the land. So they can take the land, you can take the land. So there's no real validity on that physically. There's no physical reference saying you can't do that. So I would like to know if there's any rule. So good point. I would do some research first to see if there's any laws, and if I could keep it, why not? Because unfortunately, we live in a monetary society, so it's like finding gold. So if you find some good, valuable resources. Why not? Now, if I could, again, as I said, I would publicize it first and say, okay, I found this amount of money, who could, have lost it. And then if no one came about, then I would consider keeping it. I know it's controversial, but yeah. But I have to say, all the money, I'm just considering this now because I never did that. I always found money and tried to find the person. I always did that and gave to the police as well. That situation have happened to me, and I gave the money away. But I'm thinking now, in a situation like I am, if someone lost 1,000 real, maybe they're not that bad. I don't have that money, so maybe that would help me a lot. So, yeah.
Well, it's complicated. What would you do with the?
I would do pretty much the same as you said, but I wouldn't say that I found money. I would take a picture of the bag closed and post it on the internet. Hey, I found this bag. Who does it own? Who is the owner of it? Because if I post that I found this bag full of money, who's the owner of it? Everybody's gonna say it's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
Yes.
So it's a little bit more tricky than that. But if I couldn't find the owner, I would keep it. No major problems. I'd keep it. Uh, because there was that the thing that they said, found it's not stolen unless unless you know to who it belongs to. So
Yes,
yeah.
in Brazil we say that finding is not stolen. Who lost was careless.
Yes. Pretty much.
And what about you, Asma?
Well, maybe I will agree with Udo, because when we say it publicly, when we say the amount, how much he found, I think that many people would say it's mine. So I think it's very difficult to know, especially when you means no address, no, and also I don't think that it's a good way to give it to the police, because how the police can know, I don't know. But in the end, I will give it to the police to be more comfortable, because I don't think that I will get a solution, or I will. Even though I will do some research, but I don't think.
And you, Gabriel?
Let me put some fire in discussion, because I'm really concerned about finding money, finding bunches of money like that in a bag that doesn't have a kind of ID, a kind of identification, but someone has put this money in front of you. So if you get this money, you are not a lottery winner. You even if you research, even if you get some even if you research, even you don't know the owner of the money, I think it's not fair to take care to the money with you, because okay, we don't trust in the police here in Brazil, but the police is the responsible for that. You may give this for the police. The police can share with them. Okay, but it's not your problem. The police must be honest. Okay, we don't trust the police. The policeman could be robber, like the smugglers here in Rio de Janeiro. But you have. Imagine that you are in a honest country like Canada or like Sweden, okay? You find this bag of money. I believe if I find this one and I take care of the money for me, I will be very blamed. I will be very concerned about how I will declare this money, or how I will waste this money.
Yes. How to declare it?
Yeah, and we see some situations in TV that someone honest found some money or something values, some box of jewelry, and they give to the police, and the owner found that police got this valuable item, and they thank them a lot, and this person will be very grateful. I mean, that's what I think. But let me make some balance. Okay, if you find some $10 or 10 reais here in the ground, okay, this one is not a serious problem to get, because it's a low quantity. Someone has dropped. If you didn't see the money falls out from someone, okay, you got the money and that's it. You can give for a child in the street, but a huge amount of money, I was really concerned to take with me in my home.
Yes, I
That's,
agree. If it was a little amount, it would be easy to decide.
yeah, it would be easy.
Mhm.
Let me say a note in the ground of 50 reais or no, or even 100. That was, you see that no one got it, and you got, and you do what you want, or donate or take it to you, because this situation, this tiny situation, can happen with you as well.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. Asma, if you were in the mall hanging out with your friend, and then your friends decide to shoplift, and you see, what
Sorry,
should you
can you?
do? You are in the mall
Okay,
hanging out with your friends,
okay.
okay? Then your friend shoplifts something, and you,
Stone?
yes,
Thief?
hmm
Oh,
your friend stole something in the store.
okay.
What would you
Mm,
do? And then your friend tells you, "Let's get out of here quickly. No one, no one saw me, no one saw me."
and after that, tin, 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 tin.
No, no,
Okay.
no, no beep,
No cameras.
no beep.
Okay.
Would you allow her to get
No,
away with it? What
no.
would you do?
I don't think that I have this kind of friends. But means to respond to this situation, no. Means I of course I will disagree. I will strongly disagree because against any action means this action it's not acceptable, you know. It's not my values, it's not my mindset. So I will means I will shout at him. I will let him means take back the item that he stole or she stole.
Hmm. Okay. Does anyone have a situation now to ask someone else? Can be anything, guys. No? Okay, I will keep my ideas for the next hangout then. So I think that's all. How do you like it? How did you like it?
I really enjoyed this subject, because we always have different opinions about these dilemmas, and it's uh, uh, really interesting for them for to discuss about it. Thank you a lot.
You are welcome. Next time, try to bring some situations, try to think and, you
Okay.
know, to ask someone. Would you like to say something, Edu?
Yes, I liked it very much, and yeah, I like to get to talk about some things that we don't usually get to talk about. I dealing with some unusual situations. It is very interesting getting to see other people's opinions towards these kind of stuff, and showing these people our and show other people our own opinion. See if we can get to a agreement, but still respecting each other's opinion. So it is very good. We could learn a lot of things by here. like sometimes that we said about some different laws. Um, yeah, I like it very much.
Yes, I like it too as well, because we come from different backgrounds, different countries, and different beliefs, and we are practicing our English. You know, I like it a lot, and I have no words to thank you all. And I can't wait to have one more in the future, to have more hangouts like this one.
Sure.
Nice, great. It was nice. Unfortunately, it came a little bit late because I had some stuff to do before, but hopefully we'll get to the next one. Very nice.
Yes, I am thinking of having a hangout about the Zika virus, about the headscarf in some countries that is mandatory, and things like that. We can reach
That'd be great.
together and discuss those topics.
That'd
What
be
do you
great.
think? So I will post some about the Zika, about the Olympic Games, and about the headscarf. Okay? And I will
Okay.
invite you. Asma, would you like to say something?
Yeah, of course, I enjoyed the topic. Very interesting topic, and we come over interesting situations. And also, means I'm happy because we talked and I practice my English because it's not my first language, and that's all. Thank you. Thank you for your effort.
Thank you a lot for coming. And I know that I'm not a native speaker. My English has to improve a lot. I have to improve. But anyway, we've been practicing our fluency, and it's interesting, you know. And the headscarf, I want to bring up this topic because in the US there was a discussion. It, there was an article that was published because some women that are living there, they decide to keep wearing to show respect for their culture, their background, and some decide to not wear because it was harming their jobs, their professions. And I think it's a good topic to, yeah, similar to the burqa, but just to cover the hair.
Ah, I know. I know what would be interesting is that not talk about only one topic, but aboard a lot of them. Like this situation that you said about the burqa, the Zika virus,
Uh-huh.
abortion, and not to only talk about moral dilemmas, but so talk about our the
And maybe
opinions towards.
read some articles. What do you
Yes.
think? Okay, let's do that. If you have any suggestion, you can post on my community, and then I will search for articles, and then I think it will be fun. Thank you, guys. That's all.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
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 Yes.